Hi, Ileana. Hi, Brisa. Wow, Brisa, I love your wall. Okay, let's, I guess, get going. And fingers crossed, I actually have the receiver today connected to my camera, not my mic, which is what I did last time. Genius. I'm the technology person. Start slow as always. And if you're feeling on the slower side, lazy-ish, you'll like this part. And then we'll slowly and gradually pick it up. Okay, let's take our first child's pose. Take your time, take your knees as wide as you feel comfortable, big toes together. You can start with your forearms down. You can right away extend your arms out. You can use a block under your forehead for support. Always work, just be very comfortable here for a moment. At your own tempo, start rocking your hips side to side, so think shifting the pelvis to the right, shifting the pelvis to the left. You might feel a very gentle pull at the top of your adductors. That's great. Keep your neck relaxed. Before we start moving, take 4 deep breaths for me, conscious breaths, and we'll do it in the box way. So I want you to inhale through your nose. I want you to hold your breath at the top for about 2 counts. I want you to exhale on about 2 counts, and then hold your breath for 2 counts. So we're gonna go up, 2 count hold, down, 2 count hold, and we'll repeat that 4 times. I'll guide you through the first one, and then I'll go quiet, and I'll let you guys have your space for a moment. So take an inhale, both nostrils. Hold it at the top for a moment, 2, 1. Take a slow, dramatic exhale. And lock it at the bottom, 2, 1. Go for 3 more like that. Let your nervous system completely calm down. See if you can visualize your ribs expanding as you inhale, and then coming closer together as you exhale. Take 1 more breath like that. When you guys are ready, walk your hands over to the right side. Let's give our lats a quick stretch. If you're walking to the right, next inhale, lengthen your left arm further out, and exhale, lower your left sit bone down. So create lots of length on the left side of your body. Take a full breath here. And then again, when you're ready, at your own tempo, walk it over to the other side. So when I'm going to the left, now on the inhale, I'm reaching my right arm further out. And on the exhale, I'm lengthening and lowering my right sit bone down. Take a full breath in the stretch. And then walk it back to center. Knees come together, wrists under the shoulders. In a very comfortable, nonchalant way, step your right foot forward. Again, we're just warming up. These are not drills. They're not meant to be hard. Just like we did last week, start circling it out. If you feel like going for a deeper stretch of your hamstrings and the back hip flexor, by all means go for it. But if you're feeling more on the tighter side today, make it very, very supportive, very gentle. Go for about 3, 4, 5 circles. If you're moving faster, do more. If you're taking your time, do less. And I'm moving clockwise, but technically you can also go counterclockwise. Let's step that right leg back when you're ready, and then take your left foot outside of your left hand. When you're ready, start circling it out. Feel your right hip, maybe a little bit of that right quad. If you tuck your tailbone enough, you'll feel it going down the leg. And then when you go forward, press your heel down and think of your left sit bone traveling diagonally up to the sky. And that's how you'll pull at your hamstring. Let's go 2 more. Last one. And then walk your left foot in. Take your knees hip width apart. Keep your big toes together. Land your hands behind you. Connect to your pelvis. Take a little bit of a tailbone tuck, so you'll feel that gentle quad stretch, and then find your pelvis, move it over to the right, and then move it over to the left. So think 2 hip bones rotating to the right side of the room, 2 hip bones rotating to the left side of the room. It will feel like a quad stretch, perfectly normal. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, I'm gonna grab my dumbbell, just 5 pounds. You don't have to do that, but you can. If you're using a dumbbell, place it by your chest, by the sternum, with your hands holding it like so. Squeeze your elbows into your ribs. Check that your knees are hip width apart. Again, we're just warming up, so very gentle movement. Let's quickly warm up our front and back pelvic tilts. You're gonna lean forward. Think of your hip bones traveling forward. Glutes are reaching diagonally back. So it's a Friday night and you just finished work and you arrive to a nice quiet bar, unless you're very social, then a nice loud bar, and you're trying to sit back on a high, fancy bar stool. So think of reaching your glutes towards that chair, and then pressing your shins and pressing your knees down to come up. Let's go 8 more. 1. At any moment when you start losing your connection to your pelvis and you start rounding, you already know this, we're not going there, we're stopping right before. So pelvis is our priority. 4 more. 1, 2. If you start feeling your low back, decrease the range and drop the weight. 2. Last one. 1. Awesome. Put the weight away. Let's repeat the whole thing one more time. Right foot goes to the outside of your right hand. Reverse the direction of your circle and go a little bit bigger. So now pretend you're this tiger that's about to attack a bunny. Kind of warming up for the jump. Let's go 2. Let's go 1. Step the right foot back when you're ready. Take your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Circle it out. Keep going at your own tempo. This should feel really, really, really nice, especially if your lower body is on the tense side. Step your left foot back, take your knees hip width apart, sit back, hands behind, tailbone tucks under, pelvis comes slightly off the floor. We're saying hello to dance moves, but this is more just to have awareness and mobility of our pelvis. And let's go right and left. 8, 7, 6. If your movement is very small and limited, that's okay. Don't force it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab your weight again if you were using one. Knees are hip width apart. Weight goes by your sternum. Hands are holding it, elbows squeezing in, and focus on your pelvis. Forward tilt, and then tucking under, trying to go a bit into that back tilt. Forward and back. Let's keep going. 6, 5. Don't let the weight drop away from your center, because then your back will be invited to round, and we want to avoid that. 4 more. 1, 2. Good. Think of your ribs staying together as you go forward. No arching. Last one. Good. Put the weight away, grab one block and grab your medium band. We're gonna put the block under our right knee. We're starting with a little circuit, working the front, the back, the outer and the inner part of each leg. So we'll work the right side first, then we'll switch to the left. So the block goes under your knee, supporting your knee completely and taking some load off your hip. Your band, or the left leg specifically, is going to create tension. So you want to walk your left leg out and then just kind of leave it to its own thing. Don't move it at all. Hold on to the block. Feel your sit bones pressing down. Try not to round and roll over your glutes. If you need to, you can lean back a bit. When you're leaning back though, still avoid flexing. I'm going to work on knee extension, isolation. So I'm going to extend your leg out. Try to pull your kneecap up fully and lower. You can point, you can flex. If there's any nerve tension, try pointing. If you feel no nerve issues, you can flex if that feels better. Mostly that just affects your calf, so I will leave that up to you. Let's go for 3. For a moment we hold and lower. Go for 4. Yes, and lower. If you dance, pay attention to this. This is your, let's say when your leg is up, this is your leg line. 2. And 2 more. 3, Yes, and last one. 4. Bring the block underneath your heel. Keep your left leg out of the way. Lean further back. Bring that load into your abdominal area. You can reach your arms forward. Shoulder blades are slightly connected at the back just a bit. And the right leg lifts up. Go for 8. Height is not priority here. Form is. As you lift the leg, don't let your pelvis go into that back tilt. Keep it locked. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Take the block away. Take a moment, breathe. I'm gonna repeat the whole thing one more time. Now that you know exactly what you're working on, bring the quality in. See where maybe somewhere you can slow down. Maybe you can go deeper into that knee extension. Maybe you can connect better to your quad at the top. Maybe you can work on your foot pointing out. Go for 2. Exhale, 3. That'll pause at the top each time. 4. Exhale, 5. Your hip flexor will get a nice stretch in a second. I promise. 2 more. Up. Last one. Hold. Lower. Good. Block goes underneath that right foot. Lean even further back, but avoid tucking. Keep your hip bones reaching forward. Arm reach out. And let's go. 8, 7, 6. Your leg will really want to adduct, meaning it will really want to travel towards the other leg. Keep pressing out a bit as you lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. If you're feeling the front of the leg, fire. Take the band, put it around the arches of your feet, and quickly flip. No flowing yet, just doing it in any way that's comfortable. We'll go into the flow right after. Come down. I'll keep my head off so you guys can hear me. But for you, I'd love to keep your forehead down. Diamond shaped arms overhead. Belly button pulled in. You have that poisonous spider crawling under again. And your tailbone is tucking under. You're working the same leg, so it should be the right. You're going to start with hamstring curls. You're going to lift your leg just a tiny bit off the floor. Keep your feet flexed. And then from here, you're going to try and bend it. Go as far towards your glute as your body allows you to go. Don't force it. And then as you extend, try to keep at least the bottom part of your quad off the floor. If you can keep the entire quad off the floor, even better. You're going to bend and you're going to extend. Your leg only go as far up as you can keep your low back out of it. So the higher you go with the leg, the more you want to tuck under. And that will help you keep that length in the low back versus compressing it. Out and in. Let's keep going. 4 more. Focus on your hamstrings when you bring your foot in. And then focus on your quad contracting when you extend the leg fully. Hamstring when you go in. And then the front of the leg when you go out. Give me 2 more. In. Exhale out. And last one in. And exhale out. Now really tuck the tailbone. If you were lazy before, don't be lazy anymore. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Think of your glutes traveling down and lift the leg up. If you're doing this honestly and your tailbone is trying to tuck, your leg will not be able to go high up. If your leg is flying up, you're definitely using your low back. Let's go for 8. Keep tucking, belly button in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, and bad news, repeat. 8 hamstring curls, 8 straight leg hip extensions. Let's do it. Lift the leg up. Height doesn't matter. Keep it low if you need to. Bend the leg. Extend the leg. Go as deep into the bending as you can, because the deeper you go, the more stretch you bring into your quad. So think of it as a win-win situation. You're working on your hamstring strength, but you're also working on your quad lengthening. So don't cheat. 4 more. 1. Head is down, back of the neck is long. You should feel 0 tension at the top part of your spine. 2 more. Last one. And let's go into our straight leg lift. Again, tailbone tuck. So think of fighting for a back tilt with your pelvis as much as possible. Go up. 8, 7, little lock at the top. 6, try not to kick. Go slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh mama, I hate these. Let's roll into our side body. Our right leg is at the top, so we're still working one side. Two options. You can support your head with your hand. You can take a block, whoops, lay on it like so. If your neck is more on the sensitive side, I will leave that up to you. It doesn't matter. Quickly peek at your toes. Make sure that or at your feet, make sure your heels are in line with your pelvis, so there's no flexing at the hip. You're keeping that hip long. From here, slightly abduct, so bring the leg a little bit higher, and then flex. Keep this top hand in front of your chest / armpit for support. Squeeze your right knee into your chest, and then as you press it out, add a little bit more abduction. So lift it up. Again, no flexing here, hip is long. Now flex consciously, reach it to your right rib, and then press it out neutral. Kneecap is pointing to the front the whole time. Let's go 3. And exhale, push. And 4. And exhale, push. Keep going. 5. Leg stays perfectly neutral. No rotation in, no rotation out. 7. One more. 8. Hold the leg up. I promise you, no one ever died from this. And let's go pulsing up on the exhale. Up, 8. And 7, accent up, 6, lock, and 5, lock. Think of your outer hip, 4, as you do it, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg for a moment, take an inhale, take an exhale. Yeah, I do this too. I'm not doing it right now, physically, but I'm thinking about it. Take an inhale, take an exhale, lift. Let's repeat second cycle. Flex, and extend. Keep going. 2 and extend. Keep going, guys. 3. When you're flexing, watch that you're not tucking. So only go as close to your chest as you can. Keep your pelvis neutral. Don't push it forward. Keep going. 4 more. 1. Good. 2. 2 more. 3. Last one. 4. And pulse up. Now take a bigger range. Go higher up. 8, 7, 6. Don't kick. Don't kick. Lift slow. Like a turtle that turned 196-year-old. Nowhere to rush. Lettuce is right in front. We're just going for the lettuce. Crawling for the lettuce. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay. Can you guys please grab a chair? Any chair, ideally a chair that's not moving. If you have a bed, grab a bed. I think you have chairs right behind you even, no? Yeah, you have a chair right there. You grab that chair. I'm gonna grab my box. You can use your bed. You can use, I don't know, a dining chair. If it's your family's dining chair, just don't tell your family you're using it for exercise and dripping sweat all over it.